thereabouts. All right, so can you see my screen now?
I guess it is preparing to show us. Yes, we can.
All right, can you see my screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
We can see it now.
Talking about unlocking the pathway to wealth. And today I want to talk about business finance and accounting. All right, I'm talking about business finance and accounting, and we are going to cover a lot of areas. Basically, 2 areas, like you can see: business accounting, business finance. But these two, trust me, I can't do justice to them in an hour, but I will try. Okay, so please, at some point I might be rushing some areas to enable me spend more time on the most important part of our discussion today. Okay, so before I dive into the business of the day proper, I'd like to lay some foundation. Okay, then I'll pick our mindset about the business that I asked us, those that have already started their businesses and those that are yet to start. There's a reason I asked this question. The reason is because when you're talking about finance for someone that has not started, okay, or financing a business for someone that has not started, and for someone that has started, there are different things. And then when you're talking about a business for financing for a business that want to grow, it's also completely different. All right, so first thing I always do before I start talking is I try to bring all of us to the same mindset. Today we are talking about money. So I'll need you, the first thing you need to do is have the right money mindset if you must excel in business. Mindset just means how you think. I know that in Nigeria, we are used to, just starting businesses and we just want to flow. This is one of the major reasons businesses do not last long, or if they last for long, it's like they're stagnant and there's no really much progress. Okay, it's just like seeing that woman on the street that has a small store, 10 years, she's still in that store, but she's still selling. You understand? Why? Is it supposed to be so? No. Okay, that's because that is the mindset she has. She has never thought of expanding, maybe having another store somewhere else, or going to become a supermarket or something like that. So you need to have the right money mindset. How does money work? If you have the right money mindset for yourself, it flows into your business. If you start a business or if you're a business person, okay, which means irrespective of how small you think your business is, one of the things that you need to know is that you need an accountant and a legal personnel in your circle. How many of you have ever thought of having an accountant and maybe a lawyer in relation to your business? I guess very few. But you see, these 2 people, they are very, very important. Business has to grow. That is because there are some insights an accountant will give you that you may overlook, and then the legal personnel or a lawyer will help you. You don't need to hire these people. That's why I said you should have them in your circle. A legal personnel will help open your eyes to certain things that have to do with business law. Okay, it's very important, no matter how little you think your business is. Number 3, there are different types of businesses. We need to understand that we have sole proprietorship, partnership, not-for-profit, private limited, public limited. Okay, but I believe today we are talking solely about sole proprietorship, which has to do with entrepreneur. Then another thing we need to understand is register your business. I know that the first speaker mentioned this, that you should register your business. Okay, so there are actually 2 types of registration in Nigeria. Okay, well, let me say 3 types, but there are basically 2. The business name, which is where not-for-profit falls into. Okay, but there's how they do it now, depending. Sometimes it falls under as if it's CAC, but it's under business name. Okay, that's for entrepreneurs, small businesses. Just have a business name. It does not cost much. I think the last time I did something like that was like 10,000 naira or 15,000. I don't know how much it is now. It used to be 10,000 or 12,000, but now it should be around 15,000. It's a good investment for your business because it helps you to keep your business name. Okay, for instance, whatever name that you have, it helps you to keep it. I know this is not really what you're expecting, but like I said, I want to lay some foundation. Then there's corporate registration. Corporate registration is the CAC. Okay, where you must have a lawyer if you want to do a corporate registration because they'll help you do it. The reason is because there are some things that you may not notice. They'll help you put it in order and the rest of them. Okay, so I don't really want to dwell on that. So we're going straight into business accounting. There is a difference between business accounting and financial accounting. Okay, now let me define business accounting for us. Business accounting is the accounting for small and medium businesses. It does not require regulatory compliance, while financial accounting is for corporate organizations and it requires regulatory compliance. Like I said, this is just like the registration. So you can say business accounting is for people that register their businesses as a business name. Financial accounting is for those that register their businesses as a corporate organization. Okay, now under business accounting, we are going to discuss bookkeeping, accounting management, and business accounting tools. We're also going to talk about business finance. Okay, I think I put it somewhere. Yes, it's coming down. Okay, so business accounting focuses on internal tax required for running the company rather than long-term financial decisions. Oh my God, there's so much I want to tell us, but I just hope that we have enough time. All right, so why am I laying this foundation? Okay, I've discovered that a lot of small businesses ignore the rudiments of building a business and we jump into it. That is the beginning or the foundation for disaster. Okay. Now, there are a lot of us that, for people that want to be getting contracts, we go and register our company as a corporate organization. But there's something we do not know. As a corporate organization, we want to do that it requires regulatory compliance. All this relates to finance. That's why I'm giving us this foundation. You go register your company as a corporate organization because you need it to get a contract in our Nigeria, right? Now, that's as far as you have registered your company as a corporate organization. Number one thing you should know is that it is different from you. that business is different from you as a person. So you should treat it that way. One thing I tell people is, once you start a business, whether it's business name or corporate, treat it as a business different from yourself. It will help you grow. We'll get to that later. So as a corporate organization, you have an entitlement, you have an obligation rather, okay, to do a statutory filing to the government in 6 months. So that statutory filing is to give the government a status of what your company is, like the outlook of your company in 6 months. After 1 year, you are obligated to file your financials. This is a mistake a lot of people who register their businesses as corporate organizations they make these mistakes a lot. Now let me tell you what happens to you. When you don't file your financials, you accrue penalties. Penalties are money, and these penalties are expenses, and these expenses affect your profits. And most times these expenses, you do not account for them, and they are somewhere piling up for you and you do not know. Okay, I'll stop there for now. I'll move to business accounting and management. This is where we're going to spend a little time, then I'll go to business finance. Bookkeeping and accounting management, very important. As much as we are looking for a way to get money for our businesses, if we do not know how to record this business, track it, maintain it, no matter how much we make, we may not really value it, and most times we may misuse it. Okay, bookkeeping is a systematic way of tracking income and expenditures to maintain a healthy financial relationship. Please, I may not say some of the things in my slides because I think I will share this slide. Okay, so you can always read it. I'll try to give us explanations to help us understand how to grow our business better. Okay, so recording and reporting your finances are as important as making profit or making money. Okay, if not more important. All right, so I'm going to stress this a little. I want to ask us a question. How many people, for those that have started their businesses, I asked before, how many of us take a detailed note or record of every fund that comes into our businesses? Please, I need a show of hand. It's a practical. I'm going to be asking a lot of questions. This might be very interactive. Okay, about 3 people raised their hands. All right, I believe we have increased the number, so I believe maybe there are more people that are already running their businesses, and only 3 people take, detailed records of what they do. How many of us take proper note of every fund that goes out, like all the expenses? When I mean all the expenses, I mean to the barest minimum, to the point of recharge cards that you buy. How many of us do that? Okay. I have about 5 people. People really want to know how they are spending their money. Impressive. Okay. Now, how many of us think it is not important because our business is and we don't have enough, but it's not really important to record everything that we spend, everything that we make? Many people may not indicate interest in this one. Okay, one person indicated interest. Thank you for your honesty. But this is mostly a mentality in Nigeria. I'm saying this because I've been a victim of that. I've seen a lot of people make that mistake, okay? And it's a big problem. You cannot be a good steward if you do not know how to keep records. Stewardship is all about taking care of something put in your care or something that you have. Now, how can we do this if we do not know what we have? The bottom line is, every business how to corporate to depend on today. There are a lot of tools or softwares that can help us do that to us. Cash flows and inventory, which is the core of business accounting. Oh my God! I hope can I have extra time, please? Because 1 hour will not be enough to do justice to all this. It's very important to record your transactions, like I said. Okay, have a good recording system for your business that can track all. When I mean all your transactions. You can have a methodology, okay, and it helps you grow. Okay, document your receipts, invoices, manage cash flow, oversee payroll, understand business. They are all here. I don't have time to talk about all of them because I know what we are looking for is how we can get these funds. And so I want to spend so much time on that. I may come back to this, okay? So I would like to go to how we can make this money because there's no time. This is already 2 minutes past the start time. Okay, so, but before I go to the finance itself, I want to say this. When you are recording, okay, let me talk about, I'm going to pick oversee, okay, no, yeah, let me talk about oversee payroll and forecast and budget. Let me talk about these 2, and they're very important. In Nigeria, we don't like to forecast and we don't like to budget. Some of us do these things, but we don't even know that that's what we are doing. What is forecasting? Forecasting means making strategic projection. So I'll prepare you for the future. I don't somebody should volunteer. Please, I need a volunteer. And because I want this to be practical, I told you people I want it to be interactive and practical. Can I get a volunteer? Okay, please. I'd like you to, one of you should unmute yourself, or just tell me what your business is. If you have started your business or you're about to start your business, let's put it in the chat and tell me what your business is. I want to use it as an example because I want to give us a practical example, something that you can apply. Yes, okay. Please, what is your business? What business do you do? Okay, liquid soap. Thank you. That's enough for me. Now, you sell liquid soap. What are the things you need to make your liquid soap? Okay, so you need to budget. But I will tell you that forecasting should come before budgeting. Let me tell you why. How big do you want your business to grow? Okay, that has to do with forecasting. How big? Forecasting has to do with future. Okay, how big do you want your business to grow? What are the funds that you need? What are your financing needs? Financing needs means the funds that you need to inject into your business. Okay, so what are the funds that you need for your business, both for now and in future? How would you want people to put money in your business? Would you like to invest in something that will help you grow your business? Okay, you need to think about that. The money you will get, how are you going to allocate it? What are you going to use it for? So you now have to do organized spending. Organized spending is not the budgeting. Having understood what you want, it helps you to budget what you need for now. So now, let's say for instance you have only 10,000 naira for this business. What can you do? How can you budget that 10,000 naira to help you start your business, grow it, and then add something which is profit on that business? You can't just use 10,000 and enter the market and you want to make soup. No. First, you have to bring out a paper and pen. Those I know, you always ask you to get a journal or an electronic notepad and write down all these things. Okay, I have 10,000 naira. What is the most important thing I need for my business? You say, I need palm oil. I have a little knowledge about making soup. I need palm oil. I need soda, chemical soda, whatever they call it. I need maybe if you need a fragrance for it, you add that. I need this. How much can I get? Okay. So you now start planning how you spend this money, and then you say, okay, with this 10,000 will not be enough for me. What else can I do? Can I go and grow? Okay, no. I have palm oil in the house. Will it be enough for me? What quantity do I need to make? So if I need to make this quantity, what quantity of oil do I need? So you need to put all these things down, and then say, okay, in a month, I want to make this 10,000. I want to be able to turn it over. Turn it over means you want to use it to make soap, sell it, get the money, make another soap, get it, sell it, get the money. You know, that's turnover. How many times you're able to sell? How long you're able to sell? That's turnover. So you say in a month, I want to be able to make about extra 20,000 from this soap that I have 10,000 for. Okay, so how will I get this money? That's where financing comes in. We're going to talk about that later. But you have to budget. If you don't know how much you need, how will you know how to raise the money from it? That is financing. Financing is raising money for your business. So you now say that 10,000 will not be enough for you. I need 15,000, but I don't have 15,000. I need extra 5,000. How am I going to get this extra 5,000? If you don't budget, you won't know that you need extra 5,000. You may be thinking you need 50,000, and then you get stuck. You will not be able to, take action on starting or taking off on that business. But because you have done your budgeting and you know that, okay, I need 15,000, and with this 15,000, I'm going to make I'll be able to make 100,000. Just imagine that. Okay, you see, because I want to turn it over and over, and in a month or in 2 months, I want to make 100,000 from 15,000 that you started with. Most times when we are talking about money for business, we are looking at very big money. But most times, a little jar of oil for us to start is there with us. You have made your budget. Now, what budget does for you is it helps you see what you really need to spend money on. I don't know if you are following. You know what you really need money on. That is one of the most important advantages or the most important of budgeting. Because you know what you really need to spend your money on, you know how much you need. You now start planning on how you are going to get this money. You don't stop. Budgeting does not stop at getting your funds. Budgeting includes what are you going to do to meet up your expectations. So you are going to spend 15,000. How much do you make? Budgeting also talks about performance. Okay, for those of us that work in the bank, we hear people that say that I have targets. This is how they get the target and share it to everybody. So you are making 15,000. You need 15,000. You want to make 100,000. So your target is 100,000. Okay. Now, out of that 100,000, how are you going to get this 100,000? How are you going to make this 100,000 out of 15,000 naira? It is possible. Yesterday, the person that spoke yesterday told us, okay, how he sold shoes, how he bought shoes, and then he sold it. He saw that, people are even buying these shoes for 22,000, and I buy it for only 3,000, so I can sell it for 12,000. I'm making 9,000. Okay, and I'm going to be able to make this. That's what budgeting does for you. You plan ahead, right? So I've spent so much time on budgeting. I believe that we understand it now. Now, talking about overseeing payroll, this is very important. One thing I advise people is, if you have a business, please pay yourself, because you need to eat. You need to do some expenses, personal expenses. Don't add it. Don't mix it with business. Okay, you are selling your products and you see that you like this shoe and you want to buy it. Anything you want to buy for your business, let it be that you have it in your budget. Okay, yes, there are some things that will come up unexpectedly. That is why you need something like miscellaneous or unexpected expenses. Budget it. But payroll has to do with paying people that work for you. You work for your business. You are your number one employee. I think there was the person that spoke yesterday. Yes, that said it. They said you have to sell yourself, and you need to take care of yourself to sell yourself. So you are your number one employee. So you have to pay yourself. Don't just say, okay, this business I started with 15,000. Let me mention this. I said I must say this today because it's very important. I started with 15,000. I've made 40,000. That means I'm making a profit of 25,000. I don't hammer. You never hammer. You never hammer. Let me tell you why. That is because you budgeted for 15,000, but did you really spend 15,000 to get that business? And that is where business accounting comes in. You record every single thing. We are talking about money here. Record every single thing. You bought recharge cards for your business. Record it. You gave your sales girl money for Xmas. It is an expense to your business. Record it. She was not feeling well. You gave her some money to go and buy drugs. Those are expenses. You record it, because if you don't record these things, you won't know where your funds are going to. All right. And then you also need to budget for these things. So payroll means paying your workers, and it means every expense that you make on your workers. Okay. It is very, very important too. We are looking for how to get funds. So if you have this systematically planned out, Even if you're a small business and you want to raise funds for your business, when you go to somebody and you tell the person, I have a budget, and you present something, believe you me, that person will be willing to give you money. We overlook some of these things, but it is very important for us in raising funds for our businesses. Okay, so I'm going to move from here to this. I think I've spent some time here already. So let's move from here to financial statements. Okay, I'll just give us an overview because the facilitator said I should mention this because a lot of people may want to have the knowledge of it. These financial statements has to and have it is different from income statements. Income statements has to do with what you're spending for your operations. When you bought that your phone, okay, if you bought it for business, you have to put the amount you bought it as under business, okay? I'm going to give you people some practical examples of what I do myself, okay? Later, maybe I'll use it to round up everything. It's you put it down, you put all the expenses you buy. That's what income statement is for. Income statement records all our business transactions, okay? Whether you have carried it out, whether somebody has come and told you, I need something so and paid you in advance, record it, okay? Is your income statement that carries that, but that's like your bookkeeping, okay? In business, it's like bookkeeping because you don't really have all these balance sheets, income statements, and the rest of them, okay? Record it, very important. Then cash flow statements, it's about, okay, for income statement, that's where you know if a company is making profit or not. It's important for us to know these things because you have companies that you're looking at. You need to also understand what they are doing and having their businesses and the rest of them. Cash flow statement has to do with every cash transaction, okay? Did you get money from a bank? Did a friend give you money? Did you get it as a grant? Is it crowdfunding? How did you get these funds? You got the funds. What did you spend these funds on? Everything that you use cash for, you record it on that cash flow statement. That's all I can say for that for now. That's not the business of the day. Now, this is important. Some tools that will help us in running our businesses. You know, I was saying the other time that if you're recording, you can use some software or you can use some tools. These are some tools that we can use, okay? Now, it's more digital. Some of these things are not expensive. If you plan very well, remember I talked about budgeting, okay? Now, I will say don't treat your business as a small business. Treat your business how you want it to be. You are in the soap industry, you want to be like maybe Unilever, okay? So start looking at what Unilever does, try to replicate it within your own capacity. Don't be looking at the next Basira that is by the side that have been there 10 years and she's not growing. No, look at what the big shots are doing. Look at their financials. Look at what they do. Most of these companies, they forecast. They make projections of what their finances should be in 5 years. When they make these projections, they now start planning on how to get these funds and they document these things. Documentation is very important in business because it helps you to get funds. So we have QuickBooks. Please, you can go do more research on these things, okay, so that I won't waste our time. We have QuickBooks. QuickBooks is very good for bookkeeping, payroll management. I know many of us may not really be doing this, but it's very important to track all your transactions. We have FreshBooks, we have Zoho, we have Xero. There are a lot of them. There are lots more of them. Okay, so you can invest in all these things with proper planning and management. All right. So let's go to the main business of the day. I'm going to spend a lot of time on this one: business finance. So what is business finance? What is the concept behind business finance? Business finance just has to do with funding your business. That is what business finance is. Okay? No matter the definition, whatever. I like keeping things simple. When you talk about business finance, you're talking about how to fund your business, how to put money in your business, what you're using the money for, and the rest of them. And finance is the oxygen of a business. It's more than just funds. Okay, like I said, it has to do with the money itself, how you get it, how you spend it, how you make it grow, how you preserve it. When we understand how this thing works, then we are ready to give our business the opportunity to see the light of day. Now, having established this, how can we fund our businesses? I know that this is where a lot of us are waiting for. So I want to spend a lot of time here, and I would like to also get to hear the challenges that we have had, and then we can talk about it real life scenario. Okay. So how can you fund a business? Investments. Through investments, where you get people to invest capital or inject funds into your business with the hope that their business, their investments will increase true returns as the business grows. Now, under investment, we have things like venture capital, we have things like angel investors, we have what do they call them now? I'm trying to remember. I don't want to start using the big corporate finance talks now. But these are some ways you can raise money through investments. You can also do partnership or collaboration. Okay, but let me still talk about investments. Investment is that people will now look at you and say, you go meet somebody, you tell the person that I want to start this business, or I have started this business and I need funds. Okay, well, let me tell you one thing. If you want people to put their money in your business, you must be very organized. You must take your business accounting and bookkeeping very seriously. That is where the recording. Remember, I said that recording your transaction is as important as making profit. You can't just go and tell somebody, I want to start a business and I need money, and the person will give you money. No, the person wants to know what is in your mind, how you think. Remember, I talked about money mindset, how you think when it comes to business. So how will the person know? The person will know through your records. You may not have started, but you have put down what you want to do, how you want to do it. Now, that is where business plan comes in. It is very important if you want to get money. You know these grants that we talk about, you need it. You want to do crowdfunding, all these things I put here, you need a document that will show people what you have in mind. It does not have to be very tush, like very formal, and those are your thoughts. That time you sit down, you're on your bed and you think, liquid soap, oh God, what do I need? I need bottles. I need containers, I need this, okay, I need all those things. You write it down. Okay, so how much do I need? I need 100k. How much do I have? I have 20,000. Oh my goodness, how am I going to get 80,000? You like, okay, I have 80,000. You start thinking, how can I get 80,000? There are so many ways you can get 80,000. Sometimes investment will be you. You can also invest in your business. You have 20,000, you want to start a liquid business, a liquid soap business, and you need 100,000. And you've looked around, nobody wants to give you money. We know how Nigeria is now. Even banks, I talked about loan here. Even banks, I've worked in a bank, and I know what small businesses go through. In fact, when I was at a point, I became a marketer, as they call it, a salesperson in the bank. I focused on helping small businesses. Okay, I focused on helping small businesses, and that is because my dad is into small business, and he was the chairman of Small Business Association, So I had this passion to help small businesses because I know what they suffer, okay, when it comes to raising money for their businesses. And a lot of banks are not willing to help, but I will give you a tip. If you want to get money from the bank, don't go for, let me not jump. Oh my God, I'm jumping. Okay. Investment can be yourself. You maybe have 20,000 naira and you need 100,000 to start your business. What can you do? You can look for something you can invest that 20,000 in. Please, I'm not talking of make money fast schemes, all right? I'm talking of things that can give you returns. That is what investment is. Investment is what can give you returns. Something you can do that can help you raise this money that you're looking for. There are so many things that one can do that can help you raise money. Sometimes it's not even something that will cost you money. You can start with something that will not cost you money. Or a business. Some of the businesses that we want to start, we may not even need so much money to start. So just start first. But plan, budget, plan what you need to do, and then you see that, okay, I can even start this thing without money. But sometimes you really need the money to start the business of your dreams. So what do you do? If you're looking for people to invest in you, which is very difficult these days, and you don't get, what do you do? I tell people that you can use the little funds you have, look for a way to multiply it, look for a way to recreate. I can't really go into that so much because there's so many ways you can do that, okay? Let me take liquid soap, for instance. You have liquid soap, you can make a little batch, okay, and test run it, okay. You tell people, this is a business I want to start, and I made these samples. Usually it's supposed to be 2,000 a bottle, but because it's sample, I'm selling it for 1,500, and please, or 1,200. Please, I just want you can sell to your friends first and say, please, I want you to help me test it, but you have to pay for it because I use money to make it, okay. Don't always give everything out. Yes, give value, but sometimes you have to take some money back depending on the business, okay. If it's a physical product, I'm using physical product now, for example, as an example. For online businesses, you can't even go into that now, but okay, I'll try. You can invest in yourself, and then these people will give you 1,500, and maybe your cost of production, everything was 1,000. You've made a profit of 500. Okay, in the profit of 500, remember, if you transported yourself to go and see somebody to sell that product, is an expense. Please add it to your transaction. Do not miss any expense at all. It will not help you. If you miss any expense, you will not calculate your real profits. It will give you a fictitious profit. That is false profit. You might be thinking you are making 50,000 as profit, and maybe it's 20,000, which will not help you plan very well. I don't know if I get what I'm saying. All right, so investment, you can invest in yourself. You can look for people that can invest in you. I can't really say I know how to find angel investors or venture capitalists. I know that in Nigeria, it's not really happening, to be sincere. Venture capitalism is not really happening. In fact, I don't think it's even happening. Even in the Western world, they do not really do venture capitalist capital for countries like Nigeria, because the reason is because most of the businesses fail. It's normal. And I've told you people why most of these businesses fail. It's lack of planning, okay, and preparation before kicking off the business. But if from the onset you're able to record everything, it helps you to see how your business is doing, how you are growing or you're not growing. You think you have made sales, but you're not seeing the cash, so you cannot even go and buy goods, and you're already owing people. Cash flow helps you to take care of that. So that is why venture capitalism, I don't know what to put it again. Venture capital does not really work. Let me be sincere with us. So it's not that like it's not possible, but it's very, very difficult, especially in Nigeria. Okay, I've worked in a bank and I know what it's like. It's very, very difficult. The truth is, right now, no bank does venture capital, whatever. They don't do it. Okay, but okay, I don't want to jump again. When it comes to banking loans, I'll give us a secret. Let me move on to partnership. Partnership or collaboration is very, very important. So you want to do you are going into business, you want to do online business, okay, and then you don't have enough funds, but you know the skill. Yesterday, the person that spoke talked about knowing the business of the skill, right? Good, you have the skill. Knowing the business is where you get money. It's how you get money. I know most of us may not have really understood what he said yesterday. Knowing the business of the skill means, okay, you are good at something, but what can you do to really make money from that? That's the business of the skill. Sometimes you need collaboration because you have limited knowledge. Some of us are doing online businesses, but we don't know how to do digital marketing. We don't know how the online marketing space works. Why don't you collaborate with somebody that is into online? Okay, online marketing. I know Funke, that's what she does. She's good with social media marketing. She's handling mine. She's handling the one for my business. So you can collaborate with them. They'll give you insights that you never would have imagined in your wildest dream. That is where specialization comes in. All right, collaborate with people. Don't always want to have it all by yourself. Sometimes there are people that have money, but they don't just want to put their money and then have you give them some percentages, okay, or returns. Some people want to share in the profit. Bring them in, okay. Draft an agreement. That is where you need a legal person. Bring the person in. You people can decide how you want to share the business. You can say, okay, I have the expertise, you have the money, okay. Let's collaborate. Let's own the business together. You must not have the business all to yourself, because what is the use of having a business if you cannot fund it and it cannot grow and you cannot make money from it? You get this person has money, and you'll be asking this person for money. The person is not winning. Change your strategy. Bring something that will, give the person good value for his money. You say, sir, ma, I want to do this business. Remember, to get this, you must have your budget, your business plan written down, okay? You cannot do a business plan without a budget. All these things are linked together. You see why I started from where I started from, okay? So the person, you can't just tell the person with the word of mouth. The person will need to see what this business is going to come up to. All right, so you say, this is what I have in mind. These are my projections. You see, we have gone back to forecast. These are my projections. If we do this, I know this business very well. So if we do this, we are going to get this. This is what I know about the soap business. Okay, so if I can get this amount of money, it will help me. I did an event earlier this year, and I talked about strategizing. Okay, how you can bring your ideas to life. And I said one of the things you do is you strategize on how you use your competitive advantage in the market space. One of the ways you can use competitive advantage is collaboration. Get somebody that has money, let the person inject this money in your business, and both of you can share it. You can say 50-50 partnership. You agree? We are going to share the profit equally, or since I'm going to do more of the work, I'm going to take 60%, you take 40%. I'm going to take 30% or 70%, you take 30%. Let there be an agreement. It should be written down, a contract. That is where you need a legal person. And then you people enter this business and you document. There's documentation. It is very important. Then I'm going to move on from that. Please, any of the points I make and you have concerns or you want me to throw more light on it, please start dropping your questions so that I can come to them later. Then we have loan. I'm going to talk a little bit on bank loans. Banks don't really give loans to small businesses. They have different loan packages. Right now, I know that microfinance banks do loans too, but believe me, between you and I, those things can tie your neck and strangle you. One thing I tell people, if you're a new business, please don't go to the bank for any reason. Please, you can get your funds from friends, partnership, people to invest in you. Please don't borrow money that will yield interest if you are just starting a business. The reason is because you are still test running. You don't really know how. Yes, you may have the knowledge, but you don't have the experience. Before you take a loan out for your business, especially in Nigeria, please have some experience in that business first. Look for other means. I've given us some other means that will not yield, that we don't need to pay interest. The reason is because when you don't have to pay interest, it's easier for you. Number one, you make more profit. Okay. Then number two, if you don't pay this money, you don't even want to know. And bank loan, it will yield interest over and over again. If you have started running your business, because even overdraft is a good way to get money from the bank. That's the one I wanted to talk about. Overdraft means you collect this money and you pay back within 30 days, okay, with some interest. After you pay back within 30 days, it rolls over. Let's say, for instance, you go to the bank, you borrow, and they are doing overdraft. I don't know if they're still doing it now. I used to do it a lot for my small business customers. A lot of them, I use it to help their businesses. Okay, so you take overdraft. You must have been banking with the bank for some time. They will look at your account history before they will know how much they will give you. Let's say, for instance, the bank gives you 100k. Okay, that 100k you have 30 days to pay it back. That means that 100k there is a need. You have forecasted. Remember the forecast, and you know that okay, you need 100k to inject in your business, and you already know how much profit you make per time based on your records. You see how this bookkeeping and accounting is coming back. Sometimes we think we need money, but some of the things that will help us get this money, we overlook it. And then the bank is looking at your account statement. They see that they can give you this money. You have 30 days to return the money, and you know you can return this money because you have been doing business over time and you have been making profit. You just need to push in some funds to be more stable. So you are using the bank funds. It's called leverage. Loan is a leverage in business. Instead of you putting all your money, maybe you cannot diversify. Okay. That was yesterday. No, the first speaker. The speaker in the first day talked about diversification. Okay, we'll talk about that one later. Okay, let me even talk about it now. You cannot diversify. Okay, and maybe you use some part of your funds in something else, maybe to get returns. All right. Then you use. Let me put it this way. Let's say, for instance, instead of you putting 100,000 in your business and you earn 20,000, okay, in that business, but you then see an opportunity somewhere where you can put that 100,000 and you earn like 60,000. You now take that 100,000, invest it in that other one that will give you 60k. But your business does not have to suffer. That 100,000 you're putting in that other investment is still part of the business. It is called investing activities in your cash flow. Because you want to use it, you're investing that money to get more returns. You're going to get 60k. But the bank is going to give you 100k. And the only thing you're going to pay in 30 days for that 100k is maybe 20k. You collect 60,000. Okay, you collect 60,000. Let's say for the 100k you invested in the other business, you can take 20,000 from the 60,000 you're going to get and pay the bank. Meanwhile, apart from that, even if you don't even touch that 60,000 that you are getting that you have invested, the bank is giving 100,000. It's not your money. The 100k is not your money. Okay, and then that 100k is going to help you make a profit of 50k, but you're going to pay the bank 10k. You see that you can take that loan. But if you're going to take a loan and the interest you're paying on the loan is more than the profit you will make from investing that money in your business, please don't take it because you'll be running at a loss. Okay, so bank can give you overdraft within 30 days. You pay back with interest and then it rolls over. That's one thing with overdraft. Overdraft rolls over. In the Western world here, such things will help you build your credit portfolio, but it's not done in Nigeria. But it helps in the bank because if you keep doing overdraft over time and you always pay, it will be easier for you to take a loan from a bank. Okay, a term loan. A term loan is a loan that lasts for maybe a period of time and you have to pay over time. Okay, so that's for loan. You can also take loans from relatives without interest. If you want to take out a loan, especially if you are starting out, please be sure on how you want to use that money. Don't go borrow money if you are not sure on how you are going to use that money and get it back. Please, it's not all about getting money. It's about utilizing that money well and making extra on it to pay back. Even if you borrow money, there's something like if I borrow money from you to invest in a business, even if I'm not paying you interest, I give you, so I put something on top of it. so that next time when I come, you can give me again. Okay. Then grants. Let me move to what I wrote about grants. You can take a picture of this. These are some foundations that give us grants. Now, grants are usually disbursed by governments. There are government grants even in Nigeria. Companies, institutions over the world, they give grants to businesses, and grants are great for financing your business because they are not to be refunded. It's just like dash money. If somebody is dashing you money, the government to say we want to empower the youth. There's something that they used to do there. Yes, youth empowerment, some structural program or something. Okay, they'll give you some seed capital to start. You don't need to give back that money. Okay. Then there are also some government loans, but it's usually very difficult to get some of those ones. But grants are very good. If you can get a grant, if you need a grant, you need to document what your business is doing. There are some grants that are for businesses that have already started. There are grants that are for businesses that are yet to start, like the Illuminate Entrepreneurship Program, which is on right now. Funke, I think you should share the link on the group so that people can apply. You can apply. One thing with Illuminate Entrepreneurship Program is it's not everybody that will get the seed capital, and the seed capital used to be $10,000, but right now it's $5,000. You can imagine what $5,000 to do for you. But I'll ask you a question: if somebody is willing to give you $5,000, do you think the person will give you $5,000 if you don't have a plan for your business? No. So even while you are thinking of registering, please start drafting out what you want, what you need for your business in the next 5 years. How do you want your business to be? We'll make projections of how much you are going to put in, what are you going to buy. Imagine that they are giving you this $5,000. What are you going to use this $5,000 for? $5,000 is about, how much is it now in I don't even know, maybe about $2 million or thereabouts. How is it going to help your business? What are you going to use it for? Nobody will want to give you that kind of money without a document. You need a business plan, and a business plan writer cannot write a business plan for you if you don't have an idea of what the finances of your proposed business is going to be like. So these things, nobody will do it for you. You need to sit down with yourself, with your notepad, with your pen, and write down all those things I think are nonsense in your head. Write it down, put them down. That is where the money you are looking for starts from. Okay? It starts from there. Very, very important. I don't know how to emphasize it so that we understand. I'm planning a program that is going to teach us on how to do some of these things, how to do budgeting because I can't do that in this place, how to do budgeting for your business, how can you really budget for your business, how can you record your transactions to ensure that you are capturing all your expenses and all your income to enable you setting your real profit. Okay, it's very important because I've seen a lot of people think that they're making profit in their businesses, but when they look at their bank account, there's no money. They'll be wondering, okay, so where did all the money I make go to? You need to really record it. Okay, some of us that do online business, there's something that we do and we are wasting opportunities to get funds. You post something on your social media all the time. Okay, Funke will talk to us about social media marketing. You buy data and you're wasting your data. Every time you're posting comments, every time you're posting whatever, people are looking at your status and they're laughing, they're commenting, they're liking. You're wasting your resources. So you spend 5,000 naira, spend 1,000, 2,000 naira for internet. What did they use and do now? And you find money. Post what you do on internet. Okay, people will see it, they will buy it. That's how you make money. It does not cost money. Funke will teach us about that. Okay, so some of these things, they record these things. You are spending money for data. Put it as part of your business expenditure. It will move you to start looking for ways to recover that money. Okay, a lot of us know how to talk about something. You know how to sell. Why don't you do it and get money from it? Then write it down. How I want to make money. Okay, how I want to spend money. When you write these things down and then you structure it, somebody will look at it and they want to give you grants. And grants, they need structure. You have structure for your business. Yes, you are looking at it as a one-man business, but at some point, only you cannot do everything. Only you cannot do the accounting, and when you start, you can do all that. But then you need a salesperson, or if you're in the online space, you need a social media marketer, you need an email marketing expert, you need a content creator, a content writer, or a copyright person. You need so many people. Think about them. How much will you likely spend on them? Put them down. That is what these grants foundations and organizations are looking for. They want to know how you are going to use the money they will give you. So these are some of those grants, organizations, and foundations. And I think the next one is crowdfunding. Is a practice of funding a project or venture by raising raising many small amounts of money from many people, typically via the internet. This is another way. So there are a lot of crowdfunding sites that are in Nigeria. There are many crowdfunding sites, but it's not all of them that operate in Nigeria. Okay, so I did some research and found some that work in Nigeria for us. So we have Kickstarter, Niger Funds, Micro Ventures, Indiegogo, Fund and Enterprise, Quick Race, Circle Up. Circle Up is basically for consumer brands. Okay, if you produce something that is just for consumers, okay, they help you to brand it. That's what you like consumer branding. Like you have shirts, you're branding shirts, caps, all those things. You can try Circle Up. That's the kind of thing they do. So I put their Circle Up. I didn't put the website. I'll put the website and I'll share it later with us. So how crowdfunding works is you get to them, you go to their website, you see what the requirements are. Some of them, what they do is when you register, they will help you to raise the funds. Okay, you write what you need the money for, and some documents, some pictures, depending on what each person wants, and then they'll put it out there. They'll help you to raise the funds. Some of them, after raising the funds for you, they'll take a percentage, maybe 10%. So if you need 500,000, you tell them you need 500,000 naira for your business. You give them all the information you need, and then they'll help you raise the 500,000 or any amount. Then you give them a duration of time you need to raise that money. They'll raise it for you. They'll give you whatever you want. It's always transparent. You'll be monitoring what they get. Then they collect maybe a percentage of that funds that they raise for you. Or some people will tell you to pay a fee outrightly. So they may tell you our fee is 50,000 naira. You pay them 50,000 naira. Then once you do your, they raise the funds for you. Or rather, once they do raise the funds for you, after raising the funds for you, then whatever other money you get is for you. All right. So these are different crowdfunding sites for businesses. If you are into charity organization, there's a different one. There are different ones for it. So you can try this out. A lot of people have raised money from this. When there was NSAS, NSAS. This was how they raised money to help some of the people, the families that lost their loved ones during NSAS. And there is a lot of money. People are getting money from here. And the good thing is that some of these sites are not in Nigeria. Some of them are international. So you get to see people raising funds for you. And now, way to raise funds, you can do a fundraiser on Facebook. You can do a fundraiser on Facebook too. People will donate for you. Okay, maybe for a cause. It can be charity. It can be business. So these are some of the ways to raise funds. Okay, I want to give us an example. You see this? This is okay. I put this table from the internet, so it's not me that did it. All right. So this table, you see that this person has a 3-year projection. Okay, this 3-year projection is saying users 50. Maybe if you're an internet person, this can go to it. I'm looking at 50,000 people. Okay, I sold to 50,000 people in the first year, and I made sales of 500,000. This is an example of documenting your records. Okay, so under this is not bookkeeping. I don't even know what to call this, but you can record like this. You can use Excel to record like this. If you don't know how to use Excel, you can just use your notes. Just draw 2 lines. Write one side income, one side expenses. Whatever you spend, date it and write what you spent, and then put the amount. For instance, January 20th, I bought palm oil for my soap, and I bought it for 5,000 naira. On the 22nd, I spent 3,000 on transportation, and then this is what I bought. You write it. If you bought goods, and somebody's bringing it down for you, and you paid transport, it's an expense for the goods. Add it to the goods, it's an expense. Then you now say, okay, this is how much I bought the goods, this is how much I sold, so this is how much I made. Do your profit, that is it here. So this is, why would they put gross profit here? Oh God, sorry, I didn't even look at this thing very well. Oh, they didn't do this thing well. Sorry, I'll change this so that I don't confuse us. But then this is not supposed to be gross. Okay, this is gross profit. Let me see. Hold on, let me see. Okay. Yes, they're correct. So this is the sales that you made. Okay, that sales is like how much you got your goods. Okay, and then this is how much you spent to get the sales, and then revenue is not supposed to be here. Okay. Then this is how much you got. I'm mixing it up. Sorry. I'm sorry. Let me start from the beginning again. I didn't look at this table. This table is wrong. Let me not even use it. Let me not use this table. Let me just talk from the top of my head. So, for instance, you have recorded all your expenses for the year, all your income for the year, and then you're now doing, because this is yearly, you're now doing your yearly records. I'm rounding up. You're now doing your yearly records, and then it's okay. Everything I bought for this year, I spent on buying products, or I spent on. We're even doing online these days. Online accounting is different, but everything you spent, okay.